Oh, 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 have you been naughty or nice this year? Let me check my list. You're a naughty boy. No, you're a good girl. What does this mean? That somebody is naughty or nice, right? If the kid in the story doesn't get presents this year because he's naughty, are we talking about all year long he was naughty? No, he did some naughty things, but I'll bet you he did some good things also, right? This is the nature of humanity. We are both naughty and nice all at once. We could be nice in our actions and be naughty in our mind. We could be doing the right thing for the wrong reason. The nature of humanity and the human condition is that we do lots of good things and we do lots of bad things, right? There are various degrees to which some people do worse things than others. Okay, even think of kind of an extreme example of like a serial killer, right, or a mass murderer. Well, guess what? They might do all kinds of good things also. You never know. You know, generally maybe not, but the point I'm trying to make is humanity is a mixed bag. So you can't say someone is naughty even for a year or for a day even. Right? Because there's always going to be good things as well. It's not just all bad. So also, we need to understand the difference between action, right? Your actions may be bad, and who you are, right? So we don't tell children they're bad. We say that maybe that was a bad choice or a poor choice, or, right? Red choice, green choice, those kind of things, right? Separating behavior from the person. But as far as the Bible is concerned, as far as Christianity is concerned, in God's eyes, we are all naughty. What do I mean by that? We're all sinners. So in the eyes of God, in the eyes of God's law, humanity is guilty because in order to go to heaven where God is, it is a place that is completely pure and it has no sin in it. It has nothing bad, nothing dirty. Right? Everything is pure. I like to think of it as a bleach solution. If you have a bleach solution, it will kill anything that's impure. It's nothing personal. It's not that the bleach doesn't like the germs. It just can't exist. Germs cannot exist in the presence of bleach. Hence, in the presence of God, in His kingdom, in His domain, in heaven, which is coming down to earth. It's going to come down to earth and it's going to take over. And it's going to bleach this whole situation, all the horrible, sinful things that are going on, especially in high places, right? God is going to come and wipe it all out, and He's going to make this place pure, like it was meant to be. It's not going to be a man, it's not going to be a politician who's going to do it. No, only Jesus can do this. So in order to be in God's presence, in order to go to heaven, you need to be made pure and white as snow. But we're all naughty, we're all guilty before God. Okay, because God is holy, and so we are all guilty and not able to be in His presence unless we have the righteousness of Christ put onto us through His Son. That's why it's only His Son. Because only His Son was the only one who came down and lived a perfectly obedient life. He was not sinful, He was not naughty. Jesus Christ was a good boy. He was the only good boy. He is the only good man. There are no good men whatsoever. That's what the Bible tells me. There's not nobody good, not one. This is the message of the Bible. Now I want to kind of tweak something I just said. It's not that in the eyes of God we are naughty. I would even venture to say that in the eyes of God we are pure. We are good. God sees us as that. God knows our full potential. Okay, He knows how He created us. He knows the influence of the world on us. He knows the influence of Adam's fall on us. So God is completely compassionate. God is all loving. God is all love. Right? So it's not that He sees us as bad. He sees us as good, I believe. However, He understands that we are all sin, and that in order to be in His presence, we need to be without sin. So He has made a way. He has made a path. There's only one way. Jesus Christ is that path. Having faith in Him is the only way to be in the presence of the Lord and to go to heaven. Okay? So that's the deal, guys. Everybody's a mixed bag. God is going to wipe this place clean. A clean slate is coming. And I believe it's coming soon. The book of Daniel talks about the rock coming out, right, from the mountain that no human hand formed and striking the foot of the statue, which represents all the nations throughout all time who have ruled the world and persecuted God's people. Jesus Christ will come and smash all of these, and then that rock grows into a great mountain, which is the kingdom of God, which is the kingdom of Christ, which is coming on the earth, the new heaven and the new earth, and the 1,000-year millennial reign of Christ, which is about to come. But before that happens, guys, we have a 7-year period coming up. We got a 7-year tribulation coming our way. And it's going to be the worst time ever. And that's what's on the radar for right now, guys. We are barreling quickly towards that, whether it's wars or rumors. Guys, we are so used to the wars and rumors of wars now, and the earthquakes and the tornadoes, all the signs that Jesus told us about. We've never seen these to the extent that we have all of them converging at once. Never. Israel being in the land, right? Only a few more years. I think Israel is 76 as a nation. They were born in 1948. So in 2028, they'll be a nation for 80 years. And Jesus said that this generation of 80 years, that fig tree generation that saw that birth of Israel would not pass away before all these things took place. But guys, we're getting to a place where this stuff is so commonplace that people are so jaded to it. Oh, it's been going on forever. Drones in the sky, unknown drones and orbs flying around. That's always happened. The Jews have always been in the land and been about to be annihilated, right? And Damascus and Syria about to be a ruinous heap, which the Bible clearly says would happen. I don't know, guys. Some people, Christians I'm talking about, who don't see Bible prophecy, who don't believe we're in the end times. You know, I don't quite understand it. I don't believe in preterism. I think preterism is the weakest position of eschatology. Preterism says that everything was already fulfilled in the first century. Everything prophetic in the Bible, whether it was from Daniel or Isaiah or Ezekiel or Revelation, was already fulfilled in the first century. Okay. Where is the second coming of Christ? Where's Jesus? Where's his millennial reign, right? I mean, these are basic things, but they have to, you know, spiritualize everything. Oh, he is reigning now. And it's not a literal 1,000 years. It's a symbolic. Okay. Where is the indication that the 1,000-year reign of Christ would be symbolic? Where do you see that in the text? If you don't see a symbol being used, or if there's no indication that there is a symbol, you should take it literally. That's Bible study. That's the best way to study the Bible. Okay? Unless it does violence to nature, unless a symbol is being used and the Bible interprets itself. So there are symbols that are continually used in the Bible. For example, beast represents a kingdom, right? So if you see a beast, and sometimes it'll tell you right after that, because Daniel will be confused or John will be confused and the angel will explain it. So if you see a symbol being used, okay, it's symbolic. If you do not see that, you should take it as literal, face value, right? Did Moses really part the Red Seas, or was that a symbol? Well, I believe most Christians should believe that it was literal. Well, why wouldn't you? It was a great miracle. That's the whole point of the story, right? So preterism, I believe, is the weakest position. You know, because when you really get to the nitty gritty and you ask these people, okay, well, where's the second coming of Christ? Where is the mark of the beast? When did that happen? Right? When did the third temple get built? When did the Antichrist come? You know, there's not really good answers for these things. So we're looking at a futurist point of view, or a premillennial dispensationism. That's the view that I subscribe to. And guys, I never believed in it until I understood free grace, and then all of a sudden it started just popping off the page, and now I understand it. Now the biggest question I have for either the amillennialists or the premillennialists, right? The amillennialist says that Jesus won't reign for 1,000 years. It's just symbolic, like that. And he's reigning now. That is a very Catholic position. It was created by the Catholic Church. And they basically said that since the Catholic Church is in existence, that's Christ's reign on earth. Okay, no. I believe that Christ will literally reign for 1,000 years. So, if you have somebody who believes that, you can ask these questions about, okay, when did this happen? When did that happen? But the other big thing is, you really got to keep your eyes shut to what's going on in the world. Oh, well, that's not prophetic. What? Damascus will become a ruinous heap. Isaiah 17. It's never happened before in human history. Damascus is the oldest city in the world. It's never been a ruinous heap. And it's basically a ruinous heap now because of what Israel is doing currently. Bombing, I think 800 times they bombed Damascus or Syria. Damascus is the capital city of Syria. But that's not prophetic. That's just coincidence. Oh, okay. Right? You have to continually say, well, that's coincidence. And then my biggest question is, well, premillennialist, okay, what is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? Is everything going to be peachy keen and go on just till forever? Do you believe in a second coming? And if Christ already came, is that a third coming? There's too many questions that and to be honest with you, they can't answer these things. They'll weasel out of it. They'll finagle. They'll go, you know what I'm saying? Because the position is not very strong. So from my study, premillennial dispensationalism is the strongest eschatological position. Eschatology means the study of the end times. There are many positions. That is the most popular one. It is the one taken by most churches. It's the one that I railed against for 4 years as a Seventh-day Adventist. And God changed my mind because God showed me things, and I always kept an open mind and just kept studying. And God showed me. So nobody is naughty, nobody is nice, everybody is a mixture, right? I believe all humans are good in their core, but they're also sinful. God knows this, and he provides a way through his son. And by having faith in him and his death on the cross for you, you can go to heaven and be in the presence of the holy God. It's the only way. You have to have his son. His righteousness placed on you. His righteousness. Once his righteousness is placed on you, you're good to go. You have a clean slate. And it doesn't matter what you do after that either, as far as salvation is concerned. Sure, it matters for this world. Sure, it matters in your relationship to God and your relationship to others and your witness. But it doesn't matter about salvation. You're already clean. Once you have Christ's righteousness on you, you're heading to heaven. You're prepared for heaven. And you're going to go. You're rapture ready. You know what I'm saying? You'd be raptured. So, like that Christmas song, the glories of his righteousness and wonders of his love. God bless you guys. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, whatever you don't celebrate. Happy just whatever day it is, you know what I'm saying? Happy day, happy nothing. Just happy to be alive, man. Put on his righteousness and wonder at the glories of his love. Peace, blessings, shalom.